Hey folks, Steve Padgett here. I invited you here tonight just to thank you for doing business with us. It's just a small token of our appreciation for you choosing us. You can choose so many people out there and you chose us, and I appreciate that. One thing I did like to do, I like to kind of get out there and get some feedback from the community. So I'm going to show you a little clip here because I understand that in the car business, we're not perfect, we're going to make mistakes, but a lot of times I'd like to hear that from consumers themselves, whether they bought here or not. Kind of get an idea of what they think about the car business or about car dealerships. So here you go, I hope you enjoy it.
Would you rather go buy a new car or stub your toe on the coffee table?
Oh, I would definitely rather stub my toe on the coffee table. That'll heal much more quickly than buying the new car.
What's something you would rather do than go car shopping?
Work in the yard, which is not my cup of tea.
Would you rather shop for a new car or go to lunch with your mother-in-law?
I don't know, that's kind of a hard decision.
Would you rather buy a new car or go to the dentist?
I would rather go to the dentist.
Yeah, I'd go to the dentist.
For years, car dealers and car salesmen, nobody likes us. It's like going to the dentist or the lawyer, nobody likes us. But if we can change people's perception about what it's like to go buy a car, it doesn't have to be an all-day grind. It doesn't have to be us versus them. Everybody can work for the same thing. And it's nice to actually put your concerns in front of a dollar sign. No other dealer that I know of does it.
They think it's going to be this way, and then the way we do it here is just completely different from what they've experienced. We don't do the high pressure. We really try to meet them where they are, and and I really appreciate the way Steve allows us to be ourselves and really come alongside and build hopefully a long-term relationship with the customer and really help them, not just help them, but hopefully help family members and their kids, and because we don't want to just keep business one time. We want to keep it for the long haul.
Quite often, you feel like you're kind of being somewhat romanced until you buy the car, and then, then when you have complaints or concerns afterwards, especially when it comes to service, and especially when it's been a new car that maybe you start experiencing difficulties with, it's almost like, you're not as important then because you've already signed on the dotted line.
It's nice to hear from the people after the fact. It's not that they sold you the car and then you're done, but that, that they actually do care and that they continue to have that relationship with you. I think it's important. I think it speaks well to that dealership and makes you want to go back there for the next car.
We definitely agree that customer relations is huge at Steve Padgett Stanley Honda. Steve has such a great philosophy because he doesn't want to just make it about the sale. He wants to make it about family, and we do that in a lot of different ways. One thing that we do is we keep in touch with our customers right after we sell the car.
The only positive car buying experience that I had was actually with Steve Padgett Honda. So that made everything a little bit more pleasant to think about the fact that I could go back and return to them, and hopefully it'd be just as positive again.
It's probably one of the hardest things in this business is to stay in touch with your customers. You get a big customer base, and scheduling and finding time to do this, and that's one of the things that we work on really hard here is stay in touch with your customers. Not only the ones that buy the car, the ones that don't buy the car.
And if I say no, that's fine. Leave me alone after I say no.
Don't push me too far. If I say I'm not buying today, I'm just looking, don't try to sell me.
Everybody's fear is I'm going to open the door and there's 20 vultures there. We don't do it that way. Our salesmen are inside the building until they see somebody, and then one person will greet them. Or, it's not a wolf pack. It's not, who can devour the young. Let's treat everybody right. Let's do it right.
What's important to you in dealing with a car dealership?
Honesty.
A lot of people come in does not trust car salesmen.
What's the most important thing to you when you're buying a car?
Having a trustworthy dealer you can trust.
One of the biggest issues that we have is breaking down that wall when they first pull into the dealership and letting them know we're different. We're not like maybe some of the other places that you visited, and we do care, and we are going to listen.
In our business, so many times that stigmatism for the average consumer is the fact that I'm not going to get a good deal. I'm going to get ripped off. They're going to tell me anything they want to tell me just to make it sound good to where I buy a car. I don't believe in that. I believe in giving the consumer all the information they need to make an educated decision.
For me, honesty is definitely the best policy, and I'll try to tell people up front, hey, if we cannot work something out, we'll let you know. But if we can, we're going to do everything we possibly can to earn your business so that it's fair for you and fair for the dealership, because it has to be a win-win situation.
Owning a Honda, you can always be sure that we have fully trained techs here, and our experience, you can be sure that we're going to take good care of you.
What would be your apprehension about taking it to a dealer? Just be straight up honest.
Because I feel like when you take it to a dealer, you wind up more problems when you leave than when you really went in.
I wouldn't probably take my car to a dealer because of the trust factor. Like my family mechanic, I know that they're gonna just do the repairs that's supposed to be done and not what they think should be done.
No, we're not going to sell you anything that you don't need. We'll recommend what we think should happen. It's up to you to decide if you want to get this fixed or not. But that's what we're here for. We're here to make sure we give you the best experience possible.
The mechanics are very familiar with the car. The products are genuine. They're original equipment. You don't get things like brake squeals like you do aftermarket. There's a lot of little issues that are actually taken care of at a dealership, but a customer doesn't even have to ask.
We have the resources, we have the know-how, we have a bunch of guys that are certified that actually have been, we have some that have been here 30 years, so they know Honda's in and out. When we have a problem, we have backup from Honda, so we don't just guess and throw parts at your car.
They're great guys. They'll laugh, they'll smile, they'll tell you a joke, they'll ask you to bring donuts. But yeah, they'll be more than happy to serve any needs that you have.
I don't necessarily like somebody coming in with a problem, but I like them leaving with their car fixed and happy. So I think that's the biggest gratification for me, is somebody comes in with a problem that doesn't know what to do and I can fix it.
It's a good feeling when someone comes in with a car issue and it's really ruining their day. It's a stress day. They're worried about it, and it's a good feeling when we can get that thing fixed and get them taken care of and send them on their way and put a smile on their face.
I've lived in Danville all my life, and it's nice to work for a dealership that takes part in the community.
It's really a dealership that cares about his community.
In our community, I believe in giving back. What can I do? What can we do as a dealership to make Danville a better place for everyone?
How can we really make a difference? Not just, throw money at something, but really change someone's life. So from the Boys and Girls Club to, with even the whole thing of, giving blood. They do that on a regular basis. I do that every time that they come around, because it makes a difference in someone's life.
Of course, financially, I like to support youth projects. I like to support youth sports. We support a ton of nonprofits, but really it's more than writing a check. It's having a family of people here that are willing to give of their time. Because I tell you what, well, for instance, the Salvation Army, to give financially is great. They really need the help, but to take your family, I have 3 kids. When we didn't travel one Thanksgiving, I took the 3 kids to the Salvation Army and they served Thanksgiving dinner. I got more out of that than any check that I could ever write. My kids got more out of that than any other experience they can ever have. So as a dealership, we really stress our people, get out there and get involved. Because a lot of times, you know what, we're not all in the position to give.
It's just about making it not just about a sale, but making it about relationships with other people and being a part of the community.
We just all love each other. We're together all the time and more than with our family, so it's nice to be able to love. I mean, I feel like I have a bunch of kids, and some of them even call me mom, so I love it here.
Guys, first of all, thank you for purchasing a vehicle from us, and welcome to the Honda family. Number one, with Honda, you're in a great company. These cars are awesome. But being a part of Steve Padgett's family, that's awesome in itself. It starts with the top, and with our top, it's Steve. And Steve takes great pride in treating his customers well and providing great service. So that's what you're going to get from us. You're going to get great service. Our door's always open, and our phone's always open. So if you can't get us, call us. But we're available to you at any time. We want to make your experience as good as possible.
Welcome to the Steve Padgett Danville Honda family. And if you need anything at all, please let us know.
I'd like to thank all of y'all for coming out tonight. And just, again, this was just a small token of our appreciation for doing business with us. I want to give you a little introduction to our dealership. Some of you may have met sales department, some of you may have only been in service, but there's so many important people within our dealership that makes us successful. So we wanted to give you a little peek into their world. Throughout the life of your vehicle, I'm sure you may need someone in parts, you may need someone in service. Hopefully you don't need anybody in collision center, but we have a qualified staff, so we wanted to give you a chance to meet all those people. So again, thanks for coming out. We appreciate your business and hope to see you soon.